Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel for the Bravo Breakdown with Jolene, stand-up comedian and Bravo superfan Joleen Lunzer here to break it all down. We have a lot of things to talk about today, lots of stuff going on in the Bravo world, and we're going to get into it and cover it the way we do with comedy and commentary. Just so you know, I'm very opinionated, but everything I say is alleged based on my own opinion, and you are free to have your opinion in the chat or in the comment section. So you've been warned.
That's my opinion!
It's my opinion. Hopefully everybody is having a great Tuesday. Hit that like if you haven't already. Let's set a like goal for 500. Let's see if we can get there, you guys. Like away. If you want to support the channel further, feel free to send a super chat while we're live. Super thanks after the video post, or you can hit me up on the Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. Really appreciate you guys who have done that. So yes. We also I'm going to have to do a live later to talk about the Traitors season 2 cast, the rumored cast that has dropped, and quite a few Bravo celebrities are alleged to be on that show, as well as Big Brother legends. So very fun. If you guys are unaware with the Traitors show, it is on Peacock and it crosses over with Bravo celebrities, and then people from Big Brother, people from Survivor, people from The Challenge, sometimes The Bachelor, Bachelorette. Okay. So hello everybody. There's lots it's around graphics. There are lots of lists being dropped, but I've seen it rumored that Tamra Judge is on there. I've seen it rumored Janelle from Big Brother's on there. Dan Giesling on there. I mean, it was a good list, a good list. So I'll put out a separate video for those of you who are interested in that. And thank you, Holly, for the first super chat of the live. So appreciated, so generous. Thank you. All right, let's get into it. First things first, Shannon Beador. What the front door? Now, if to say I'm surprised would be, I mean, no, I'm not surprised. Who is anyone? Put in the chat if you're surprised that Shannon Beador has been arrested for a DUI, and not just a DUI, a hit and run. Shannon Beador, late Saturday, she was leaving allegedly John, that guy she's with sometimes and not with, and she said she wasn't with on her most recent, I think, appearance on Watch What Happens Live. But she was leaving his house and she took a corner, and we have video of it. We'll take a look at the video, and ran into a house and then put it in reverse. She put her thing down, flipped it and reversed it, and drove away. And I'm not laughing because drunk driving is very serious and really messed up. But only Shannon would put the thing in reverse and just drive away. And allegedly, they're saying Archie was in the car. Archie, her beautiful, wonderful dog. So all I saw on Twitter was like, save Archie, justice for Archie. So all speculation here, but I mean, I think we can pretty much deduce what happened with this is Shannon and John are in a toxic relationship. Let's just call it what it is. When you watch it on The Real Housewives of Orange County, it doesn't look to be like either of them are happy. There's been rumors throughout the season that she and John get in these drunken fights. No offense, I mean, I'm a recovering alcoholic myself. He looks like he drinks too much. She definitely drinks too much. And that's just, you put your stuff on television, we're going to notice, okay? And they probably got into some drunken fight, as they do. Again, alleged. Everything I say is true except for the parts that are false for entertainment purposes only. They probably got into a fight, as toxic couples who drink too much do. Been there, done that in my 20s. Not fun. And then she was like, I'm leaving. This isn't even my fucking relationship. And then she probably decided to leave. And she was just taking them turns. She took the turn a little too wide, and with Archie in the car. And she hit someone's damn house. Someone's house. NYC girl says such sad news with Shannon and the video. She was like a bat out of hell. So what happened? Did she think John was calling her? So she had to get her phone as fast as possible? That's the speculation can just continue to speculate. And Julie asks, is Shannon going to use the same lawyer she helped Gina with so she doesn't get her kids taken away from CP? I mean, the irony, the karma, the whatever you want to call it here with Gina's DUI and the judgment that we've seen from Shannon to now be like, it's you. Hi, you're the problem. It's you, Shannon Beador. So let's check out what articles are saying about this. Okay, so this is unfortunately for Shannon Beador, this is all over the place. Okay, we're talking every major publication is talking about this DUI hit and run. Okay, NBC News says the Real Housewife Shannon Beador arrested after DUI and hit and run. Police say Beador, 59. I'm sorry. We're gonna tell it like it is over here. This is too old to be doing this, Shannon. You got to clean it up, Shannon. You got to clean it up. It's not a good look. It's messy. It's sloppy. You could have hurt someone. You could have hurt Archie. You could have driven through those people, their front door. It's time. It's time, Shannon. It's time to clean it up. According to Jeff Lewis, she's going to get some kind of help. What that entails, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure yet, but she's going to need something more than what Rachel Raquel did. That's all I'm saying. All right. So Beador, 59, was arrested and booked on charges just after 1 a.m. Pacific on Sunday, according to Newport Beach Police. She was released soon after. All right. The Real Housewives of Orange County star Shannon Beador was arrested for drunk driving and a misdemeanor hit and run this weekend, police said. Beador, 59, was arrested and booked on charges just after 1 a.m., according to Newport Beach Police. She was released soon after. A spokesperson for the police department said they could not comment on any facts of the case or whether there were any injuries, and said the arrest was not available. The arrest report. Interesting. Beador's attorney, Michael Fell, I mean, when you crash, maybe not the best name, but maybe he's a really good attorney. Michael Fell said in a statement Monday, I spent quite a bit of time with Shannon yesterday. She's extremely apologetic and remorseful. We will be awaiting the official information on this case as it becomes available, and Shannon is prepared to accept full responsibilities for her action. Really? Because it didn't look like it when she was driving away from the scene of the crime, not knowing if anyone was hurt. Okay. A representative for Bravo could not immediately be reached for comment on Monday. Bravo Universal is owned by NBC Universal, the parent company of NBC News. Misdemeanors in California are punishable by up to 6 months in county jail and a fine of $1,000. Do you guys think Shannon will do county jail time? If she does, she'll do like an hour. I don't see it happening. The incident recalls a recent storyline featured on The Real Housewives of Orange County in which Beador and castmate Gina Kirschmeiner brawled over Beador's claim that she prevented Kirschmeiner's kids from being sent to Child Protective Services after Kirschmeiner's 2019 arrest for DUI. Oh, Shannon. Oh, my God. This is just, not a good look. Not a good look right after that, too. I mean, the timing of this. Wow. Beador denied that she made the claim, but a flashback aired during the episode showed the conversation in which she said it. Glass houses. Ouch. Ooh, that poor house. The poor house. Okay, let's take a look at the video of, thanks to TMZ and other people who caught this little video. Whoever sold it to TMZ, I'm very curious to see what they made off of this video. What does TMZ pay for this sort of thing? Because you can see in this video that Shannon Beador is, people are definitely came out and it looked like a flash went off, like a camera went off. So, I mean, the fact that Shannon would, I mean, she was drunk. The fact that she would think that no one would have video of this. So much of this, I believe, was caught on a ring cam, a neighbor's ring cam. So here we go. Danica Patrick Beador, Shannon Danica Patrick Beador, just on the vodkas, allegedly doing the driving. Okay. So as you can see, 9/16/2023, Saturday, late in the evening. Okay. Here she comes, come around the corner, bat out of hell. Boom, takes a wide turn and into the house. And she climbed up on that house. She was a boom. It was like a boom, chicka boom. She hit that shit. And then she sits there for a second. Mere seconds are passing. The timer's going off. She puts it in reverse. What are you doing? And then goes to the stoplight, to which she obeys the traffic laws and stops at the red light and sits there. And multiple people, while she was at this stoplight, were filming. There is other footage that has come out. We'll take a look at that. But here's a slower motion and in a different little filter. Okay, so she's coming around the corner. She'll be coming around the corner when she's drunk. Here she comes. And booyakasha. Damn, Shannon. That could have really, that is some scary ass shit, you guys. We take a comedic look at serious stuff, but that is really, really scary. NYC girl says she's remorseful that it was seen on camera. I mean, yeah. She's going to have to put them lemons when she goes to jail. It's going to be a whole thing. Let's take a look at this again. Okay. She'll be coming around the corner with some vodka and tequila. Here she goes. I'm so mad at John. Was Archie buckled? Oh, good God, Shannon. And then she sits there for a second, maybe contemplating, what am I doing? What's maybe, who knows if she was a little, frazzled. Did she hit her head? Did her chest hit who knows? And then very casually backs out in reverse and drives to a stoplight where she's forced to sit at the stoplight. Thankfully, because then neighbors were able to come out and get her license plate, because she would have just drove away. Yeah, according to Jeff Lewis, they're saying her arm is broken or something. Heard she broke her arm. Yeah, it's ooh, Shannon. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the other little video that came out. Let's see, where did that go? Here, there are people that were recording it. Oh, it's this one, I think. Let's see. Okay, so shout out to the Talk of Shame. She was posting that in picture. Well, no, I think I can find it on maybe Twitter, but let's take a look at some of the damage that was done to these people's home. So Shannon was like, oh, well, I mean, no, she wasn't like, oh, well, but it's a hit and run, Shannon. Is that what we've come to? Is that what's happening now? We're hitting and running. All right, let me grab another screenshot so we can take a look at some of the damage that was done to the house. So let's just share this here. As you can see, Shannon just ran right into that. Right into this townhome condo. Right. That's why I was always worried about. They have these kind of homes, I'm sure in every city, but in LA where they're off busy streets. And I mean, the street didn't look that busy, but Shannon took that turn like, oof, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I was always scared that there were these houses on Fountain and also like Sunset and stuff in Los Angeles. And I was always scared that some drunken person was going to run into it. I mean, had she hit the door and went through that, I mean, she could have killed somebody. And poor Archie. Yeah, I'm so glad that Archie isn't hurt, because, I mean, Archie is just a damn treasure. Archie is the best thing about the Beadors, So here's a look of this from the side of this crash scene, the hit and run, where Shannon Beador jumped a curb, hit a house, and then slowly backed away like she's Homer Simpson into the bushes. That's not good, Shannon. That's not good. That's not good. And shout out to this woman, I believe I saw on Twitter, was the one that Haley at Hales_Elizabeth. She said, I went to the scene of the crime. And so she's the one who posted these pictures, because she must have maybe lived around there, or she took a little day trip so that we could see the damage during the day. And then Tamara, Jesus Christ. Tamra. I mean, way to make it about you, Tamra. Does Tamra post this on her Instagram? What is this? If anything, Shannon should not hang out with you, Tamra, because you're not a very good influence. Granted, she's 59 and, you shouldn't be peer pressured anymore. But yeah, Tamra posted this. Like, what? And then, of course, like every good friend would do, Tamra went to E! News this morning. And Tamra revealed a conversation she had with Shannon Beador hours after her DUI arrest. Because what good friend doesn't then decide to go to entertainment news, some kind of, ET, and tell about their friend who clearly has some issues. So Tamra Judge, according to E! News, is sharing her emotional reaction to co-star Shannon Beador's legal trouble. You think Shannon secretly is like, I don't mind this. I like this. After the Real Housewives of Orange County star was arrested in Newport Beach in the early hours of September 17th for driving under the influence and hit and run, Tamra revealed she was shocked to learn about the incident. Tamra, making it about herself, Tamra, I make it about myself, Judge, said, I am literally shaking, the Bravo star shared on the September 18th episode of her and Teddy Mellencamp's podcast. Oh my God, 2 T's in a pod. I feel like I'm going to throw up. Girl, stop. You took this to your podcast the next day? In fact, Tamra spoke to Shannon hours after she was released from jail, but only learned of her arrest from the news. If this happened on Saturday, I had a conference call with her Sunday. She was very quiet, the 56-year-old noted. She said it's been a rough couple of days, and that's all she told me. Tamra explained that during the work call, Shannon did not say one word about her running with the law. I called her back, and I said, you were really quiet, she explained. She said, yeah, it's been tough. She did not say one word about it. Oh, my goodness, Tamra. And given Shannon's silence on the matter, Tamra assumed there had been a mistake when she heard about the arrest. I talked to her the day after this supposedly happened, the Bravo celebrity continued. That's why I instantly thought it was a lie. This is life-changing. This is going to change her life, Tamra said. I mean, I hope so. And while Tamra stated she hadn't confirmed the news with Shannon directly, oh, Tamra, she noted she believes it's not a smart choice for anyone to drive after drinking. No, just, sell out your friends and fall into bushes. That like a good housewife drunk. All right. So, Tamra said, I feel bad for her. I'm just happy nobody got hurt. Well, according to Jeff Lewis, Shannon got hurt. Is Jeff Lewis considered a better friend to Shannon than Tamra? Because Jeff knows a whole lot more than Tamra, but she was the first one to go to her podcast, it seems. As for their Real Housewives of Orange County co-star reactions, Tamra shared that some of the girls have reached out to her. Well, I bet Emily has an opinion on it. I'd like to hear from Emily, please. And she hasn't responded. E! News confirmed with the Newport Beach Police Department on September 18th that the 59-year-old was booked for 2 misdemeanors. You would think a hit and run DUI would be more than a misdemeanor, right? Because you're like driving drunk with a deadly weapon that you crashed and then drove away from. You would think, I didn't make the laws, and was cited and released without bond around 1 a.m. the previous morning. Following the incident, Shannon's attorney, again, Michael L. Fell, they added the L in there this time. Michael L. Fell told E! News September 18th in a statement, I spent quite a bit of time with Shannon yesterday. She's extremely apologetic and remorseful. We will be awaiting official information on this case as it becomes available, and Shannon is prepared to accept full responsibility for her actions. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Holly says, thank you, Tamra, for your judgmental input. Yes, thank you. Turtle time. What do you guys think of that? Of Tamra heading right to her podcast to talk about this sort of thing, which is interesting because when the stuff came out about Kyle Richards and Morgan Freeman or whatever her name is, I'm sorry, I forgot her name. Morgan something. I just know Morgan Freeman. So when Kyle and Morgan Freeman are allegedly doing it, Teddy didn't want to talk about it. Teddy was like, I can't do it to my friend. I love her too much. I don't want to talk about it. But Tamara was like, I'll do it to my friend. I did talk to her. Yeah. I mean, I haven't confirmed and she hasn't told me, but yeah. No, Tamara, not a good friend. Care Bear says, the real sunflower says, not surprised. Jada says, it's not shocking, just annoying as always. Yep. DM says, first offense many times is knocked, or first offense is knocked down to reckless driving. Interesting. D. Marie says, Shannon's in the bushes, wishing Joleen wouldn't bring up misdemeanor versus felony. Well, you would think, I mean, this is serious. You have this huge car. It's a deadly weapon and you're drunk behind the wheel. And I mean, we saw the way she took that corner. That's crazy. That's crazy. Giovanni says, money for Tamara. Ooh. Yes. Tamara ain't shocked. They're all drunks. I mean, let's keep it real. I mean, the Tres Amigas, I mean, that's kind of, it's what they do. But I think there just comes a point where obviously when stuff like this happens, it's not a good look and it's not cute. Okay. So Andy Cohen has addressed this incident with Shannon. Okay. On his Tuesday radio show. So Andy's like, oh, now I got to talk about it. So the boss has spoken. All right. Let's pull up a picture in case you need to be reminded. This is what Andy Cohen looks like for his daytime show. Very different than his nighttime show. Andy, what is going? Look at this. Andy is looking like he just left the Grateful Dead concert. He's looking like he's the Grateful Dead or the Ungrateful Dead. He is. He must be sleepy. You guys, Andy. No shade, all shade. Here's Andy on his radio show. Just woke up from a Grateful Dead haze, allegedly. Okay. Yes, thank you, Holly. Leaving the scene of a crime is a big deal. It's a big deal. So Andy Cohen avoided making any comments about Shannon Beador's arrest for DUI and hit and run during his radio show on Tuesday. Okay. Cohen set the record straight on 2 different headlines over the last week. But the Real Housewives of Orange County star's scandalous arrest was not mentioned during his SiriusXM show, Andy Cohen Live. The Watch What Happens Live host talked about Beador appearing alongside her Real Housewives of Orange County co-stars, Vicki Gunvalson and Tamra Judge, on his late night talk show last week, but told a story about Gunvalson instead of addressing Saturday's arrest. I want to say, first of all, I meant to say the other night, the Tres Amigas were on the show before this DUI thing happened, Cohen said, referring to Beador. Judge and Gunvalson's friendship nickname. Okay. Cohen's co-host, John Hill, then chimed in, oh God, hate that. But Cohen did not bite and moved on. Cohen, 55, then told a story about how Gunvalson didn't get what was happening when he presented her with the honor of the first Lifetime Achievement Award that would be given to her at BravoCon in November. The Daddy Diaries author also addressed the Hills alum Heidi Montag's claim that he was the real reason she wasn't on the Real Housewives franchise. I don't know them. I didn't watch Laguna Beach, Andy Cohen said, so I don't even have much institutional knowledge of them. I have said I thought it would be weird if they were on the Housewives, because the same reason that I was saying it would be weird if Snooki came on the Housewives. Cohen claimed that it would be weird for her to join because she's already identified with another show and another network. The Bravo personality then went on to talk about therapy, the Roman Empire, and interview Cheyenne Jackson and 98 Degrees. Nobody cares about that, Andy. We want you to talk about Shannon now. During Cohen's Monday show, he found out about the arrest live and on the air via text messages and repeatedly said, oh boy, when a caller asked him about it. So he found out live Monday. He didn't want to address it today. Instead, he talked about Heidi Montag, who said he was the reason she wasn't on The Real Housewives, because as you know, Heidi and Spencer, Spidey, they recently did an interview, I think, with Heather McDonald. And I think Heidi made Heather McDonald cry. And it was very awkward, but Spencer's face was hilarious. And they're very honest about wanting to stay and become famous again, as famous as they were on the Hills. And Andy Cohen basically just told us, no, she's too identifiable on another network. Let me know what you guys think of that. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think that people can jump other networks. I wouldn't, here's my thing. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I wouldn't mind seeing what Heidi could bring to a Housewives franchise. As long as it wasn't too contrived, as long as if they weren't bringing drama that was just so like orchestrated, I'd be open to it. So according to page 6, they continue saying, while Cohen kept tight-lipped, his fellow SiriusXM personality and Beador's close friend Jeff Lewis discussed the ordeal on Monday's episode of his Jeff Lewis live show. So Jeff Lewis as well, cashing in on Shannon Beador, not just Tamra. I don't think Shannon is an alcoholic, he said. Okay. I think as her close friend, I think she's going through a lot of personal struggles right now. And I think that she probably has been leaning on alcohol, but I don't believe she's an alcoholic. Okay. The Flipping Out star added that Beador 59 is accepting full accountability. Oh, he must have spoken to Michael L. Fell about this. So again, he says she's accepting full accountability and is ashamed and embarrassed. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I would hope so. There should be shame involved with leaving the scene of a crime, driving drunk with a deadly weapon being a car, and you could have hurt someone and you crashed into someone's home with no regard. Lewis also divulged that Beador injured herself in the car accident and she is entering counseling this week. What does that mean? What does that mean? Because we need some inpatient. This outpatient counseling for what? What kind of counseling? Beador has also kept quiet about the ordeal, but her lawyer, again, Michael Alfalfa, said extremely apologetic and remorseful. Everybody, you guys, just in case you were worried, Shannon is extremely apologetic and remorseful. She's not going to tell you, but 2 guys are going to tell you that. We will all be waiting official information on this case as it becomes available, and Shannon is prepared, again, to accept full responsibility. The mom of 3 was arrested when she clipped a home. Let's take a look at the video again. Let's take a look at the video again. Okay. I wouldn't mind Spidey either. Listen, I saw Spidey. They were on Celebrity BB UK, Big Brother, the celebrity version in the UK, and they were pretty entertaining. So I would be on board with this. But what I'm not on board with is page 6 describing Shannon's accident as clipping the house. Let's just take a look at it again. Let's just make sure we're not being cuckoo bananas and that, this is actually, here, let's pull this up over here and make sure that maybe I saw it wrong. Clipped? I thought it was more smashed, climbed, something else. I wouldn't say clipped, but that's, again, I'm not an expert on hit and runs, on drunken hit and runs, but let's just take a look at it again and see. Hit that like if you guys haven't already and subscribe as well. So here is the Shannon clip and run, if you want to believe page 6. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about the clip and the run. And here we go. Thank you. Right, like a slam, Jada. Thank you. Thank you, Jada. So here we go. Shannon. I'm so mad at John, Jess, whatever his name is. It doesn't look like a clip. That was pretty slammy. She slams into the house, so much so that the car goes up the wall a little bit of the home, backs up, puts her thing down, flips it and reverses it, and heads off to a stop. The funniest part of this is she goes to a stoplight. If you're going to brake, but she obeyed that law, but not the hit and run part. She was afraid she was going to get a traffic ticket over the hit and run. She was like, one thing I'll do is I will drunkenly hit and run, but I will not run a stoplight. That is too dangerous. I will crash into the front of your home drunkenly, but I will not. I will not go when it says red. That's a little crazy. So here we're going to get another vantage point, a little slower with Shannon. She's still waiting at the light, you guys. Okay, so here she comes. She'll be coming around the corner when she's drunk, and then she, boom, up the wall. Come on now. Come on now. No. And then she puts it back and heads. Yeah, she was riding dirty. She was riding that wall dirty, Sheila. And then she went right to the light and was like, I better obey the traffic laws, though. Yeah, the clip is to catch a mailbox. Yes, not run into a structure, a building. That is not a clip. That is, yeah, that's very interesting. That's true. Very good point. Good point, NYC girl. Always follow that. Okay, Shannon. That's what Shannon's got going on. So we'll see what happens. Again, multiple misdemeanors for her, hit and run, drunk driving, all of the above. So far, she has yet to make a statement, but I think we can all agree that drinking is something that has become a major issue for Shannon. And I mean, any of these housewives to say differently, they would be lying, because they've all spoke behind her back and sometimes to her face about allegedly her and John, whatever his name is, her on again, off again, I think off again now, boyfriend, and their drunken fights. So, it's one thing to have drunken fights with your 60-year-old boyfriend. It's another thing to take your drunken self to the car and then drive that. Okay. Nana's in the chat. Shout out to my mom, aka Nana. Nana says Shannon's DWI wasn't a surprise, just a matter of time. I think people that follow this show, I mean, I'm a Shannon fan. I am a Shannon Beador apologist in a lot of ways. I enjoy her on the show. I don't enjoy all of her drunken antics. I don't enjoy some of the ways she behaves when she's drunk, but I do think overall she's a good housewife and very entertaining. But this, obviously, no thank you, Shannon. No thank you. Not interested in that. And her real friends, I would hope that they would. Again, no one can get sober or get help unless they feel that it's a problem for them. But if it's negatively affecting your life in these ways, it might be time to, call it a day. But when you got friends out there going, I don't think she's an alcoholic. I know they're trying to help her or PR spin or whatever they're trying to do, but it doesn't really help. Let Shannon answer for that, because if anything, that you just then can possibly enable someone that might be open or on the verge to truly getting help. So I know Jamie B, and there's a lot of people out there who never have liked Shannon. And Nana, she don't like Shannon. Renee says, Nana, I was shouting you at the audience of Joleen show this weekend. Yeah, I did stand up in Arizona this weekend. Renee was in the audience. I got to meet Renee. It was amazing. And he definitely was shouting Nana's name because we did some Nana jokes. And my mom saying in the chat she was never a fan. Nana was never a fan of Shannon. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Let me pull up real quick before we move on to the next story. This was Shannon's. I thought I screen grabbed this, but let me just look for it here on YouTube. There were people who came out and they filmed her license plate as she was stopped at the stoplight. And her bumper was like hanging off. And I'm thinking, Shannon, like, what are you doing? And the people were talking like, did you get the yes, I got the license plate. I got it. And it was fully in color. It wasn't black and white. It wasn't a Ring camera. It was on someone's actual phone. And her bumper was like barely hanging on as she sat there in her car and waited for the light to turn green. And so, I mean, oh, Shannon, this isn't a good look. But I saw this clip on Twitter, so I'm just trying to grab it here while you wait. Please smash that like if you haven't already. We got a goal. What do we say? 500? let's hit that goal of 500 likes. Oh, Kelly Dodd. She commented on this. Let's see what Kelly Dodd had to say. Let me pull this down and we'll bring up Kelly Dodd. So Kelly Dodd's podcast, the ever so popular Rick and Kelly Drink a Lot and Talk Shit about a show they still want to be on. I don't know if that's the name of the podcast. Okay, she's mad at Tamara. She said Tamara's not a good friend. Tamara's not a good friend. You're not a good friend, Tamara. So here's Kelly Dodd. And here she, I know, not Kelly Dodd. I mean, Rick, fresh off the nose job. Shout out to Rick. Hey, I got a nose job too, buddy. The Daily Smash. Is that their podcast name? Their show name? Okay. Here they are talking about it.
I have to say, Vicki Gunvalson is a very good friend at this time to her. Tamara, not so much. But she's going to go get some DoorDash with her. She had her hair person there. So I'm glad someone is there with her.
What is she talking about? Okay, so Kelly Dodd says, Tamara, not a good friend. Vicki Gunvalson, a good friend. And Vicki's going to go get Shannon some DoorDash. Is that what she just told us? Is that what she just told? What in the hell? Your friend just hit a house with her car while she was drunk. And your update is, don't worry, she's got DoorDash coming.
I have to say, Vicki Gunvalson is a very good friend at this time to her. Tamara, not so much. But she's going to go get some DoorDash with her. She had her hair person there. So I'm glad someone is there with her.
And her hair person's there? What is she going to do? A photo? Next, we're going to see a People Magazine exclusive photo shoot. Shannon Beador. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my. That's silliness. That is really crazy. That is not exactly Deamery. That's not how DoorDash works. They bring it to your house. She's going to do a door smash. Okay, let me see if this is the video I was looking for. No. Is this one? No. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Kelly Dodd with the don't worry. Vicki's going over there. Her hairdresser there. Vicki's gonna get her some DoorDash. What is she still soaking up the alcohol? From being hung, I just don't know what she's talking about. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let me look up Shannon Beador video. Hit and run. I don't want the TMZ one. I want the one that's in color from the Peoples. Oh, I think here it is. Leaves the scene after crashing into a home. Okay. So let's. Okay, so it was TMZ that also captured this. And TMZ, this is fair use. Don't strike me, weirdos. Don't do it. All right, let me grab this and show you guys. So then there were multiple vantage points, multiple videos of, let's see, where is it? Here it is, of Shannon hitting this. Let's see. Driving away. So this is her at the, okay, let's see. So we're going to add this and then we will, where did I put that now? Is it here? Okay. Let's see. Make this big. Maybe move it over to here and bring you guys back. All right. So this is someone, a Good Samaritan neighbor, who then is like, oh, hey. And there she is. Okay. They get her license plate. And not only do they get her license plate, but as you can see, I think maybe in the beginning, do you see how the front of her car there, make myself smaller, is her bumper's hanging off. Oh my gosh, Shannon, no, what are you doing? So they made sure to get her license plate and they had enough time to go back. The camera kept going back to the scene of the crime and then to No, we don't want that one. Oh my goodness. Come on, TMZ. We don't want that one. Well, you guys get the picture. She basically was just stuck there at the darn, at the light. Shannon. As her bumper's hanging off. And she's like, I can't run this red light. I just can't. The bumper falling off. Oh my gosh. Jeansy says, I'm late. Not surprised. Yeah, not good. Not good. Yeah, there was oil spilling everywhere from her car as she was driving. It was a mess, you guys. It was a hot mess. So I'll stay on this and wait for updates. The next person to either capitalize, next one of her friends to capitalize on this, or Shannon to speak, because eventually she's going to have to speak on this. So I wonder if Andy and grab Andy and a producer and head down there, start filming this whole ordeal. This is Shannon's possible Scandoval. All right, moving on. Now we're going to do a little VPR update. We need a little cleanse, if you will. We're going to talk a little bit about Lala and Rachel Raquel. If you guys have been living under a rock, and maybe you have, and maybe it's a lovely rock, and I'm so happy for you. Rachel Raquel has blocked and unfollowed Tom Sandybud. He wished her a happy birthday because that's what narcissistic douchebags who blow up your life do, and said, I hope you're well, friend, to which Rachel Raquel posted a picture of him in her story and that she had blocked him and X out his face, I believe. Okay. So Tom Sandybot was like, hey, Rach, hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. Sorry about, just being a jerk and all that stuff. Yes, it takes two to tango, but I think we can all agree now Tom Sandoval is getting out of this a lot easier than Rachel Raquel. Now, Rachel hasn't made it easy for herself. The Bethany interview did not help, but boy, is he getting a much better deal than she's getting. Okay, so he's back on the show. He's filming. Rachel Raquel was like, you're not paying me enough, and she is not filming, but he's like, happy birthday, friend. Happy birthday. And then Rachel posted, you're blocked. I'm getting rid of toxic people. And I'm sure that had to do with, him back filming. I'm sure that had to do with all these rumors of who he's allegedly dating. I'm sure it had to do with a lot of things. Let me make sure I'm sharing the audio. So Lala was doing one of her now famous almost. It feels like you learn a lot about these Bravo celebrities through their Amazon lives when they're talking about products they use, and they're kind of paid influencers for Amazon. So I find it hard to believe Lala didn't know this already, but okay. So her friend, I forget her name, her assistant, she softballed her this information. Lala's like, what? I've been taking a break from Instagram. What? I didn't know about this. And so she's going to tell her about it, and we're going to hear Lala's reaction to Rachel Raquel blocking Tom, crossing out his face, and posting it in her story.
Thirsty for blocking him after he posted his birthday message on her IG.
Oh, I saw that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What happened?
He commented on her Instagram post of whatever and said, happy birthday, Rachel. I hope whatever, life is treating you well. And then Rachel screenshotted it and posted it on her story.
For what reason?
Just to put like blocked and put like an X through his face or something.
Well, I see that the mental health facility really helped her. She's just come so far. She's just so removed from this world. I really tried, dude. Rachel, I really tried. And you are just beyond, helpless. I've been off the gram. That's why. I don't know what's going on. I can't believe she did the X through his face and blocked. Honey, we've moved on. That happened 500 years ago, right? And if you had something to say, you should have strapped on your ovaries and you should have come on the show after you blew everyone's world up, and you should have addressed it. But instead, apparently all you learned from your time away is that you get on social media. See, here's the difference between you and me.
Uh-oh.
Is I'm willing to go toes on the gram, on Twitter, on Threads, on Facebook.
Not
And then when I
Threads.
see you, we're still going to go toes. You don't know how to do that because you're a coward. And that's the dumbest thing I've heard all day. Anyway.
Sweating.
Are you?
I'm sorry. That
Yeah, right? And if you
is
have
hilarious to me because Lala's like, Lauren from Utah came out and she was like, I'm willing to go toes. Okay. She's got her Perrier. The thuggish, ruggish bone she is. She's like, I'll go toes. Okay. Lauren from Utah will go toes. On Threads. Girl, no one who I got a Threads. Is anyone using Threads? Threads is like Instagram's Twitter. And I wish it was popping off a little more, but I think I did it once. But the it's like and why is she wearing? Did she just get her hair done? It looks like she's wearing the coat that they put on you at the hair salon when they're about to do your hair. Sometimes Lala just cracks me up when she turns into Lauren from Utah and she's like, see, difference between me and you, the difference between me and you is I will go toes. I will go toes down. Okay. Lauren from Utah will go toes down. I will toes you down on the social medias, on another social media, on a barely used social media. Just like, it's too much, Lauren. It's too much. I do love myself some Lala, but this is a little much. Okay. If anything, who cares? If I'm glad Rachel Raquel put it in her story and crossed out Tom Scandoval's stupid face. I'm so glad she did that. Screw that guy. Screw that guy who thinks he's gonna roll up, be like, hope you're doing well, friend. What kind of friend are you? What kind of she had to go back to Tucson, Tucson, and go to, that ranch place. And then she's out there doing interviews with Bethany, and you're out there touring the whole time and banging random chicks. And she slut shamed the rest of her life. What are you talking about? I mean, I would have done more. If I was Rachel Raquel, I would out everything about this man. I would sell the story. I would make all the money I could off of him. He's garbage. He's trash. He's back on the show. We're going to have to see these people befriend him again. Him and his weird outfits. We're going to have to watch that again. So go ahead, Rachel. Make the money off of it. I don't know what she's going to do. She's going to have that podcast that no one's going to listen to about side chicks. But in this regard, Lala's like she's a coward. Well, they're both cowards. Sandoval's a coward too. But Scandoval has more pull on Vanderpumprules. Now, Rachel Raquel is a dum-dum as well because, like I've always said, she will regret not going back to VPR. She will regret trying to hustle more money out of them. She will regret that because I don't know what she's going to do unless her real goal was ever to help the children. Where are the children and why are they not helped? What is going on? Okay. So, right. Everyone but Katie is a coward on that show, Jada says. I don't know. I might listen to the first episode just to see if there's any tea off of it. But come on. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Nana doesn't have a Venmo, but she did have a garage sale, but she didn't take Venmo, I don't think, for her garage sale. I'm not sure. But Care Bear says, but Joleen, she's not that smart. Well, who are you on this in this little Rachel's a coward, which no, we know. Look what she did to Ariana, but so is Tom. And why is Lala upset that Rachel posted and X'd out Tom's face? Isn't that the beauty now? After all that they did for them to go after each other, wouldn't that be a good thing for them to tear each other apart? This almost to me, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, and feel free to let me know, but this feels like a little protective of Sandoval, even if it's not Lala's intention. It does seem like, well, who cares? Who cares if she didn't post on her story about you? She posted about Sandoval. She said he's trash. Do you think he's trash too, allegedly? So this is what I don't understand. Oh, we got to listen to it one more time.
He commented on her Instagram post of whatever and said, happy birthday, Rachel. I hope whatever, life is treating you well. And then Rachel screenshotted it and posted it on her story.
For what reason?
Just to put like blocked and put like an X through his face or something.
Well, I see that the mental health facility really helped her. She's just come so far. She's just so removed from this world. You know, I really tried, dude. Rachel, I really tried.
I think Lala there, she did want Rachel to come back on the show. So maybe it's a little bit of resentment there to be like, she should have listened to me, come back on the show. And I think she also probably is thinking of the almighty dollar bill and getting Rachel back on the show and the ratings that would come from them being able to drag Rachel for a whole season.
And you are just beyond like helpless. I've been off the gram. That's why. I don't know what's going on. I can't believe she did like the X through his face and blocked. Like, honey, we've moved on. That happened.
But have we moved on? Because the next season we're going to watch to see the aftermath of that. So we actually have not moved on. So I just don't get Lala's response to this. I don't get her getting, I could see if she was posting stuff in her story about Ariana, about Lala, about Katie, about something like that. But it's Tom Sandy Butt. Who cares?
500 years ago, right? And if you had something to say, you should have strapped on your ovaries and you should have come on the show after you blew everyone's world up.
Now, I do agree with that. Yes, she should have went on the show. She should have addressed it. She should have done the damn thing. She didn't do it. But the rest of this, I'm like, what?
And you should have addressed it. But instead, apparently all you learned from your time away is that you get on social media. See, here's the difference between you and me.
Here's the difference between you and me. You take it to your Instagram story. I'm taking a break from the gram and I take it to my Amazon Live. Either way, you're all calling each other out on social media. Like, why does sometimes Lala, I'm like, it's laughable. Are you trying to make me laugh? Is this satire? What's the difference between me and you? I talk shit on Amazon Live. You talk shit in the stories. So boom, yaka, booyaka, and you're like, what? What? Huh? What? Huh?
Is I'm willing to go toes on the gram,
Not
on
toes.
Twitter, on Threads, on.
What does that even mean? Like toe to toe? That to me sounds like fighting word. I gotta look that up. Go toes, meaning. I gotta look that up. Toe to toe. Okay, standing directly. So is it just a slang term for going toe to toe? I'm willing to go toes on the gram. I'm willing to go toes on Threads. No one's using Threads. Like, what in the studio gangster is happening here? Bone Thugs and lalakent.
On Facebook, and then when I see you, we're still gonna go toes.
And then when I see you, we're still gonna go toes. I'm toes up, toes down, hose up, hose down. We're toesing it. We're toesies.
You don't know how to do that
Tootsie.
because you're a coward.
You don't know how to do that because you're not on Threads. You don't know how to use Threads. You have to open up a separate window. It's not the same as Instagram. It's actually very difficult. And then it's hidden in this other world, like the goddamn Matrix. And it's very hard to find. Okay. But I know how to do it because I'm Lala from Utah. I mean, it's just, this is so silly. This is so silly.
And that's the dumbest thing I've heard all day.
Oh my God. And then the sip of the Perrier. I'm terrified.
Anyway.
Sweating.
Are you?
I mean, this was so stupid. This was so dumb, so funny. And I don't think she meant it to be. Yeah, we haven't moved on. She likes pedicures. Lala's thug life, you guys. Don't even know. Don't believe everything you read. Tamara says, so happy I'm catching you live, Joleen. Love your hair shorter. Thank you. And you look so good. Your skin looks great. Thank you. I need to do what you are doing. Miss Nana, Frankie, and Lucy too. I miss them every day. I wish I lived closer to them. D. Marie says, okay, wait. How long was she off the gram? 5 hours? 20? We don't know. We don't know. I love Lala, but that's too much. You're doing too much, Lala. So Lala got very mad and Rachel is a coward, but Lala will go toes. That's what she's willing to do. She's going to go toesies, toe-toe-toes, toe-toe-toesies. All right, you guys. Those are the things I want to talk about for the Bravo Breakdown with Joleen. Thank you so much for joining me live. Don't forget to smash that like. Shout out to Holly M for the super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to follow me on social media if you don't already, at Joleen Lunzer everywhere, and at married2 Bravo on Instagram. If you want to go toes, you can find me on Threads. Okay. But I don't do fingers on Threads. I just go toes. We go toes. We go toes. We go toes. Okay. Shannon Beador will, I'm going to stay on the case, stay on the Instagram, Facebook, not Facebook, social media stalking because Shannon Storms Beador has a big storm coming.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
You got a big storm coming. So that was my opinion.
That's my opinion!
And if you guys are ever down to go toes, just let me know.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot. All right. You all are wonderful. I'm going to be back very soon with another Bravo breakdown with Joleen and probably later tonight, a Big Brother breakdown. So if you follow me for Big Brother 2, I'll be coming back with a fun little live update or some kind of video later tonight. But wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for joining. And always remember, like I say, to enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Bye.
If you like what you see,